Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Charlie Grace. Welcome to RV Travel Talk. So happy that you're here today. Lots of stuff going on. Very excited about this. We're just doing a little behind the scenes right now, letting people come in, say hi. Let's see who we've got right now in the chat. Looks like we've got our friends Broken Nomad. I got to talk today, guys. I'm all tongue twisted. Time for exploring. There's Duke and Tim. Thank you so much for being here. Johnny Lightning coming in hot. Of course, love that. And of course, our good friend Deborah. Thanks so much for being here, guys. We have a lot of stuff going on, and we are just a few weeks away from our big holiday extravaganza and end of the year recount. So we're going to talk about all the things that we've done this year, all the places we've gone, and all the cool people we've met. So really exciting about that. If this is your first time being here, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button and that bell to get notified of all the really cool things that come up. We do a lot of live streams, a lot of fun giveaways. I'm known for a lot of my discounts on travel gear, which is pretty cool. So you're going to want to know about these things. It's really neat. And share it out. Share it out with your friends. If for some reason we make you smile today, we have a smile fund. And how we use our smile fund is very specific. So you give us a super chat, super sticker, something like that. 1, 2, 5, 20, 500, whatever you want to do. It's the holiday season, right? All of that money goes into a fund in which we help individuals in our travel community with in their time of need. So like we've had a few people who unfortunately have had RV issues, couldn't get to a campground time, campgrounds that we've make sure we sponsor and work with them that unfortunately have had problems from the hurricane. We've also had members in our community who've been devastated by the hurricane itself. So we just try to pay it forward and keep it going so we can all get on the road. And after all, every day's an adventure. So let's go. All right, let's take a look one more time in the chat. Who all else is here? We've got Stanley McFalls. Thanks for being here so much. All right, it is about that time, guys. You know what time it is. We've got a special guest today, so it's time to get this podcast on the road. Let's make this happen. Here we go. I've got some special guests here. Yay!
Hi.
I am so excited. I've known these guys a while now. This is Dwayne and Belinda Banks, otherwise known as All About the Banks. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. Yes.
This is so much fun. So I'm going to give a little background as to how we met. I think I might have embarrassed myself a couple times in front of you. In Ohio, we actually met at the Adventure Bandits Glamp Out the first time. Which is a lot of fun. And I probably was dancing and doing something silly, maybe even singing out loud. It happens. And so I've been to 2 glamp outs, but I watched you guys on YouTube. I was listening to your story, and I just love when I get to see how people are traveling and what they're doing. And I want you to just explain and introduce yourself as to who you are and why you travel in RV full time.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm Belinda.
And I'm Dwayne.
And as you said, we are all about the banks. We have been full-time now for a little over 18 months. Mm-hmm. We have been camping since 2007. So we've been camping for a long time. And about 2 years ago on a trip back from the RV, Florida RV show, the topic of conversation we're from North Carolina. So the topic of conversation from Tampa, Florida to North Carolina was, do you think we could go full time? Wouldn't you like to be full time? I think we could do it. He was a little, I don't know about that. And by the time we had gotten back to North Carolina, I think I had convinced him. I had twisted his arm and he said, okay, if you think we can do it, let's try it. Yeah.
So it was I can't say forced, but because on that same trip, we tried to figure out how we could extend our trip. We were going, okay, we got this long drive. I wonder if we can get 2 more days out of this trip. Mm-hmm. And we figured that the only thing that we had to go back for was just the house. Mm-hmm. So that's when we decided to hey, let's just get rid of the house and get rid of that problem and hit the road.
Yeah. Then we could stay out as long as we wanted to.
Yeah.
And that's a good point. Like, a lot of people talk about, why can't we stay out longer? What do we, is it family or some other strings, pulling us back, whether it be jobs, there's a lot of
Mhm.
people who are still working, a lot of things are happening. And you had that awesome opportunity of extending that trip. And you said wait, how long are you full time? Over 18 months?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a long time. So we're going to use some of your expertise in this area. Because I know I'm on the road a lot too, but I'm still an anytimer, which means I still have a sticks and bricks, and I've got
Right.
some other things, but I have children and family that take care of things, so I don't have to worry about too much. It's a little different,
Yeah.
but it's a little fun. We've got a few people who just came in and want to say hi to them because Rayleigh Creative Travels here, saying love the banks,
Oh, hey, yes.
love that, and
Thanks
of
for
course.
coming.
And Thrifty Angela's here, talk about one of our other Carolina friends. She's here too, which is very cool. So you decide to go. So with these RV shows, I
Mhm.
think they're a problem. Don't you think they're a problem? Because mhm,
They
mhm.
most definitely they are. They are. Because you meet so many people who have done it, who are out
Mhm.
here and they, oh, full time and I love it. And you think, well, if they can do it, then maybe we could do it too. So, it makes you really think about what you want to do,
Mhm.
So it was a lot of people that we met in 2022 were part of that decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We met a lot of people that we knew were full time or that we didn't know were full time. And in talking to them, they said, well, yeah, well, we did this, we did that. And we had already had some things in place. The good thing about where we lived was we were there for 28 years
Mm-hmm.
and we were there for our jobs.
Mhm.
So we had no immediate family there. Our kids had already moved away. So it was easy to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So it made it that much easier just to say, okay, let's just sell the house. Now, the one thing that we had started doing is downsizing.
Mhm.
We started
Mhm.
that just because we knew we needed to downsize, the stuff that we had in the house. And so, September, October, the year
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
we just started giving away and getting rid of stuff, having yard sales. So when we came back in January, almost February, we came back then. We left our house on June
Third.
3rd. We had emptied the house.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
We had a small storage, but we either sold or gave away the rest
Mm-hmm.
in that time period, which I don't advise for anybody because we work.
We did.
It's a
We
lot of work. It's a lot
Yeah.
of work. So I have a question because I downsized. Some people don't have this opportunity. So my question is, I bought a very small house and I knew exactly what I could bring based upon the
Mhm.
size of where I was going, where I was moving into. So, there's certain things, everything else just, I don't say fire sale, but I always say I sort of faked my death and had an estate sale. People went in through my closets. I was like, I only need 5 shirts. I only need this. I don't need 24 ball gowns, only
Right.
2.
Right.
Small
Yeah.
things, small things.
Yeah.
But were you able to, I mean, you said you've been going camping for a while, and people are going to want to know this. Did you have an RV picked out to go full time or did you get another one?
We got another one. We had a 33-foot RV when we made that decision. But there were some stipulations with us going full time. We knew we needed more storage. The kitchen had always been the heart of my home, and I told him if we decide to do this, I want a real kitchen. I want a real kitchen in my RV, and he wanted storage.
Okay.
So as soon as we put the house on the market, we really started looking. He kept saying, "Oh, well, we'll wait. We'll get one maybe next year." And I was like, "No, we're gonna get one now. We need to do this while we're in the mood mood to get it done. We need to go ahead and do it." So we found this one, and it just ticked all the boxes. It
Perfect.
gave me the inside space that I wanted. He got the outside space that he wanted. And we met in the middle and we both were smiling. We were like, yes.
Well, that's what you need. I say there's something called a marriage saver pizza, which is she gets her half and he gets his half. But same thing when it comes to RVs, because you got to find that happy medium when you're with someone else. And
Exactly.
some people always talk about the space, like I need my own space, he needs his own space. But for you, it was, kitchen. The kitchen was
Yeah.
your important thing. And you needed storage. Now, here's a question. What were you storing, Dwayne? That's what I want to know.
Well, going full time, coming from a 2,800 square foot home down to 400 square feet, I knew that there were going to be some things that we were going to bring that we did not need. And instead of just trying to go into it cold turkey, we planned some of the things that we brought with us for what we thought we needed. And then as we traveled, we just started throwing stuff out on the interstate, hey, because the camper has a built-in griddle, but we had just bought a 22-inch griddle.
Yeah.
So, was not going to just throw that away. So I, took it along. I said, we're not using it, so we'll get rid of it. So a lot of the things that we thought we needed, we just gradually have given away or sold or, and when you go full time, because traveling for so long, for so many years with the RV, there was always something that we needed for that flat tire or whatever. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that takes up space, that you say, man, when was the last time I used this jack? The last time you needed it. So, but if you don't have that jack and you need it, then you're in a mess. So, and I knew that we were not going to just go, like I said, go cold turkey. As far as stuff that we have, we have 2 bikes, 2 e-bikes. We have our travel luggage just in case we need to bug out. So things like that, when you start adding all that up, you need space. Now we have a Grand Design 376 THS. It's a toy hauler, but it's the non-traditional toy hauler. It's not the one with the patio in the back.
Okay.
It's the one with the little small garage.
Okay.
So it's like a little storage.
Like a storage unit.
Like a little storage unit.
It's a garage. You can put everything there.
It's a little garage. So our bikes are always safe and out of the weather. So, I see so many, we tried to travel with them before. We had them in the truck, in the camper, in the truck and in the camper, under the camper. There was never a good place. With this one, I just roll the bikes in and I'm done. So, and we're still working through some things. We're still working through some clothes, because I don't know why t-shirts are so popular. Because everybody wants to give you a t-shirt every time you go somewhere. Yeah. And I had my t-shirts worked out, and then we went to some RV shows. We went to some meetups, and next thing you know,
we got 5 to 6 more t-shirts.
Right.
Yeah.
I that's a big thing. We were talking about going through things, because I think when I start my trip, I bring 5 t-shirts with me. When I come back, I've got like 20. Yeah. Where did these come from? Yeah. And what do I do with them? So I'm trying to limit some things, but I have a smaller unit, so it's a little different. But we've got a few people right now in our live chat, which I wanted to give a shout out to as we're talking. Gracie Jock says, that's how I felt after a year of traveling in her Class C, a storage unit on wheels. Yeah. All that stuff. And then what do I do with it? And then Rayleigh says, your mindset changes when your home is on wheels, different priorities and supplies.
That's true. Very true.
And Giant Lightning I found out I really don't need all the different types of wrenches, but I do need one of every size, just not 3 different types of the same size.
Yeah. Yep.
And that was one of the things he had to go through his tools.
Yes.
Oh, and that was interesting.
Yeah. And I went through, even on the road, we went to a campground with some friends of ours, and I knew one of the guys that was camping with us. He loved tools and all that kind of stuff. So before I left, I gave him a whole bag of wrenches and all that. And I said, here. He said, what do you want me to do with that? I said, I want you to keep it if I need it, but you just take them. So, and and we're learning. We're really learning that there's a lot of things we don't need, and we are continually going through stuff and throwing it away.
Yeah.
I used to say zip ties and duct tapes, people. Zip ties and duct
Yeah,
tapes. That's
Yeah.
all you need.
that's all you
Things
need.
you can do with zip ties and duct tapes.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
I have really good friends who do bring every single tool known to man. And their thought is, well, what if I need it? I'm like, you go get it. Well, what
Mhm.
about this? I'm like, you'll go get it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What if I need an extra hot water? I love the people who bring like extra hot water heaters and extra people. I mean, some people really do bring a lot of these extra things that
Wow.
they think are going to break down. And you're like, it's a little much. Just
Yeah.
but that's
that
okay.
is.
That's their comfort level. You
Yeah.
think about this. If
Yeah.
you're going someplace you feel like you need that, then it's going full time is a little different. It's just,
It
It
is.
is. It is.
It
And,
is.
and we had to learn that. It took us the first 3 months. We had to get out of that mindset that we were not on vacation.
Mhm.
So after we got out of that, it was like, oh, okay, we live here. This is home now. So
okay, now this is the big question. You've been in it for a while. It's a nice big toy hauler. What would you currently change about your RV now that you've been in it a while?
You go first.
I got a list.
Well, I'm sitting here now looking around. What would I change?
Probably the furniture.
I was going to say, I think
Yeah, you would-
the furniture.
Okay.
You know, it's practical. It's not comfortable.
Okay.
You know, so I think that would be something. And we're always talking about weight. For, you know, when you're this big, you think about weight.
Mhm.
So I think it's heavy. Excuse me.
The furniture.
The furniture is heavy.
Yeah.
So that would be my thing.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that I would change, as far as this would be more of a design thing.
Mhm.
The way this camper is designed in the back, it sits very low.
Okay.
So when depending on your like driveways and things,
Yep.
be very careful about turning into something that has a little dip or something like that. I wish that they could have had the same setup in the back and just changed that, even if it was 5-6 inches, shaved however they would do it
Right.
to keep some storage in the back, but just bring that back up a little higher. I think other than that,
Now,
you
if I were ever asked by the brands to come up with one thing, you know what it would be?
What?
Don't make cabinets with pointed
oh yeah,
pointed edges.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
It really hurts your head.
It-
When you
I
bend
know.
down and go to stand up and there's a pointy edge, trust me, I've tried that 2 or 3 times.
it looks like a toddler lives here because we got all these little rubber corner things on there. That
I
was
love
the first thing we ordered, I think.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
No.
Okay. So you know, Grand Design is part of the Winnebago family too. It's Winnebago, Grand Design, Chris Craft. So we know a few people. We'll put it in the suggestion box.
I think
please
we've
do.
already done that.
Yeah.
We were there in Indiana, and that was the top of my list. You know, talk to your manufacturers or whoever does your cabinetry and tell them stop making those pointy corners. They're dangerous.
They're dangerous. It's a hazard. It's a hazard. Okay.
It
Well,
is.
this is good stuff. I love this. Is there anything else you can think that might be another interesting tip if you're going to change it?
Oh, wow.
And here's a better question. Have you picked out your furniture? Do you know what kind of furniture you want to get?
I do not. I have not picked it out yet because we've been on the road so much. And when we're not on the road, we've been, not at a point where we really could just think about it. But
Right.
I do know that is one of the things that will probably get changed in the future.
Yeah.
Makes
And RV furniture is different anyway, especially the way our two, because we have front living. So we have a theater seat that faces the TV because our TV is right back here.
Mhm.
It's on the televator thing. And then we have 2 love seats on each side that fold out to beds.
Okay.
But so that would have to be designed. It's not something we could just buy and put in here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And even with getting rid of the bed part would be fine with me because they don't get used that much.
Yeah. Our children are the only 2 who have ever used it, and I don't think anybody else would appreciate sleeping on them.
No.
Because
I
they
don't
did.
know. I don't know. I'll come over. You never know.
Come test it out.
I love this. Okay, well, okay. Since you've been doing this a little while, this is interesting. So I want to know real quick, if you had any newbie advice. If they're brand spanking new to RVing or even brand spanking new into full time, what would be some advice that you could give them?
First thing I would say is go to our YouTube channel and watch our playlist because we documented the whole thing.
Mhm.
We documented the time that we decided to
Mhm.
selling, to getting rid of stuff. I mean, literally going to Goodwill, going to the trash dumps. We documented the whole thing all the way up
Mhm.
through buying the RV to the day we left, and our mindsets during that time, because it was going so fast.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
And we kept up with the pace, which I think was good, because I've heard of so many people say we've been trying to do this for a year.
Mm.
And I think what they are doing is they resist. They're going, well, I want to go full time, but I don't want to get rid of this.
Mhm.
Right.
I want
Right.
we kind of jumped into it, which I don't know if that's a good thing now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, a lot of people have attachments to items in their
Yeah.
home, and we had to come to the realization that a lot of those things that we had attachments to were just stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of our we had to also realize that those things that we were attached to were keeping us from doing something that we really enjoyed.
Mhm.
We couldn't travel because we had to get back home to our stuff.
Right.
Right. Right.
But in the grand scheme of things, our stuff was keeping us from doing something, that brought us joy. Another thing I would give it for a newbie is you have to be on the same page.
Oh yeah.
And have to be.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I said, I teased and said I twisted his arm, but I think he wanted to try it. And we always said, we were blessed with the house that we had. If we get out here and for some reason we're not happy and don't like it, we'll buy another house. I mean,
Right.
we don't know. We don't know what we're going to do, but for right now, we're happy and satisfied with what we're doing. But
Absolutely.
we have to be on the same page.
Yes.
I say life is in chapters.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit of grace, and this isn't nothing's forever. Maybe we do this for 3 years, maybe we try it for a year. Who knows what happens? But if you look
Right.
at it from that perspective, it gives you that, or thinking some people talk about there is a definite, I call it hierarchy when it comes to RVers that should not exist. And I'll be the first person to bust this myth right now. Just because you're not a full timer doesn't mean you don't travel. Just because
Right.
you don't do 2 weeks a year and you only do weekends doesn't make you any less of a RVer than another person. So I like to say there's full timers and any timers.
Mhm.
'Cause that's really the way I categorize it. Because people who are full time need to find a piece of dirt. Okay, that's important.
Yeah.
Any timers can find a piece of dirt at their leisure, but they don't need a piece of dirt. So
Right. Right.
it's a
Right.
little different.
Yeah. So they got a plot somewhere else.
Exactly right. So here's my question, because as a full timer, what has been your saving grace as far as are you in any camping memberships? What kind of savings are you using as far as finding places to park? Because that's a really big RV.
Well, we use RV Life for our planning.
Okay.
We became members of Thousand Trails.
Mm-hmm.
Passport America.
We became members of Passport America.
Okay.
We use Harvest Host.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, Family Coach, because Grand Design became a part of FMCA.
Yeah.
So we use those interchangeably.
And mooch docking in our family's
And
yards.
moose stock
Oh,
as
yeah.
much. Yes.
Yeah, mooch docking as much as possible.
It's expensive. This is the one thing I want to bring up, because a lot of people think it's very easy and there's a lot of glamour things. But did you truly understand the finances of full timing when you started?
Yes. Because we I can't say we ran the numbers, but we sat down and contemplated a lot of what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Another thing, and I was talking to a friend of mine about this the other day. Age makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Our summers are shorter than some younger folks' summers. You know, statistically,
Mhm.
we're both 65 years old.
Mhm.
So we look at it this way. If and I talked about this at one of our meetups. We're not doing this to save money.
Mhm.
Right.
And we're not doing this because we ran out of money or this is what was our last resort.
Right.
We are so blessed and so fortunate to be able to do this because we want to do it.
Right.
This is how we want to live right now.
Mhm.
You know, just like when we invested into a house and all that stuff. Nobody questions you when you say, I'm going to buy a house. You know, nobody questions you when you do that. But when you say, I want to travel and I want to travel in an RV, they go, why in the world would you want to do that?
Mhm.
Because this is not the norm.
Columbus, Mark.
But we actually sat down and talked about, okay, this is how much we're paying for a house and this is how much this costs, and then we compared it. And once we started seeing, okay, yes, there's some things along with a camper that you're gonna pay for. If you want to become a part of a club, you're gonna have to pay for it.
Mhm.
But we really thought about the longevity of it. If we
Mhm.
did this, let's say we did do it for 10 years and we get all of our money and more out of Thousand Trails,
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
then it was a great investment.
Mhm.
But if we don't use it at all, then it's not a great investment.
Right.
So we in investing in that, we had to say, okay, this is what we're going to use. We're going to
Right.
try to
Right.
use it as much as possible. That's like the camper. You know, we didn't go small. We went big because
You went big. Oh, yeah.
but I can say this: I'm glad we went living full time.
Mhm.
I'm glad we went big, and I'm glad we did what we did because we thought about going a lot smaller.
Mhm.
But living full time for us was going to be different than somebody else because we were not going to spend a whole lot of time outside of the camper like
Mhm.
people who go
Right.
somewhere and they live in a camper truck and
Right.
then they go and explore, out west. We haven't been out west yet, but hopefully in 2025 we're going.
Mhm.
I hear caravan. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
I'm just going. I'm just saying. Well, that it's exciting and it's really important. It's personal.
Hmm.
Everyone's different, and I think that's once again that's one of those stories where I say, whatever is your fit, whatever works for
Right.
Right.
you. That's
Right.
really important too. So I'm going to blame it on the RV show, Belinda. That's what I'm going to do.
I
I'm
think you should.
going to
That
blame
was
it on the RV show. There's
yeah.
one coming up, a big one in Tampa. There's a lot of us going to be there. I know it's going to
I
be fun.
know. We're
Last
planning
time.
on being there.
Oh my
We're gonna
gosh. And
be
so
there.
here we go. Columbus Mark just came in. He said, I'll join that caravan to go out west. There you
Yes.
go.
Yes.
It'll be so much fun. Yeah, I know. And Rosie Bell Dog is knocked out. She must have played all day. My little coworker back here who's just out.
Oh.
She's just out. She's like, I'm not on camera. I'll just rest.
Yeah.
Well, we are at about that half hour mark, which I want to say thank you guys, but you guys get the final word and you get to ask me one question.
Ooh.
Ooh.
One
Any
question.
question you can think of. And I've had some doozies, like, what's my favorite kind of sandwich? Had some good ones.
That is a good one. You got one?
Oh, how do you feel about being out there by yourself in your van traveling as a female?
Well, I feel ecstatic. I feel freedom. No, it's a good question because a lot of people automatically assume fear. They do as a solo female driver or some solo female traveler. I myself, I know Gracie's here, Gracie and Jack is here. I feel a little better with my dog. I will say that
Mhm.
for one, because she hears things that I don't. So she
Right.
can alert me to things that I'm not always or will sort of put off. And I really use my spidey senses as far as if I don't feel good, I move. I don't want to do
Mhm.
this, I don't do it. And I do have safety precautions, and there's certain things I've learned, which pretty much every RVer should learn. This is nothing unusual. But as I get older, as I was telling Belinda earlier,
Mhm.
there are certain things I need to think of medically as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I can't run a marathon. Never
Right.
really did anyways. I can't, bending down to do, what I call black tanks or working on a rig or something like that. I'm more than happy to pay someone now than
Yeah.
do it all myself. So things have changed a little bit that way, but I've really just, tuned into. If I don't feel good, I just move.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's very smart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of the things we've learned too, is that we've had to shift and pivot our travels a couple of times in this
Mhm.
18 months.
Yeah.
Um, one just recently. So, but it doesn't take away from the fact that we still enjoy what we do.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. And I will tell you right now, I have met more amazing people than I
Yeah.
have had just distractions or, other weird things. So I always say, there's so many more positives than there are negatives.
Exactly.
It's been amazing. But
Exactly.
anyways, thank you guys for being here. You
Thank
rock.
you for
I
having
appreciate
us.
this.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna see you guys. We're gonna see you. Are you coming to Tampa, right?
We are.
Yes.
Okay. Tampa RV show, guys. I'm going to be there. They're going to be there. I don't know all about the meetup schedule yet. I haven't seen things from Trayan or any of those guys.
Yeah.
I know that I'll be at the Winnebago booth probably sometime.
Okay.
And are you guys planning on doing anything with Grand Design or hanging out there for a little bit to meet with people?
No, we normally stop by there, but we're not scheduled for anything.
Yeah.
Just make your own. Just,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
tell people. Say, I'll be there at noon on Saturday. Who cares? All right, guys. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night.
Oh my gosh. They are so awesome. I am so glad they got to come today. This is really good. I appreciate them hanging out. You know what time it is? I know what time it is. It's at 1/2 the hour time of. It's that giveaway time. I love this giveaway time. Because we were talking to the banks today, we're going to use banks as the word of the day. You guys want to win something fun? Type in banks in the comments, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube. All you got to do is type in banks. It'll be on the chat. I see Amanda Cooper made it. Hey, Amanda. The people enrich this life. That's exactly right. It's the people that make it work. Me too. Definitely meet some cool peeps. A lot of cool peeps. I met Dave. Oh my gosh. Talk about meeting cool peeps. Let's see, Country Life with Columbus Mark. I met him at a meetup way back in the day. You meet really cool people as you're out on the road. I really do appreciate this. All right. So what we're winning today, there's so many things we're going to win. Okay. I've got my Santa hat, but this is one of the last. There's only 5 left, guys. 5 hats left of the year, of the Everydays and Adventure hats. I've got either blue or I've got black. And you got to win them or you got to see me to get a hat. So put banks in and we'll spin the wheel in just a little bit so you get to win a hat. And dun, 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 we have the brand new Charlie Grace sticker. Oh, yeah. Very exciting. We're getting ready for a Tampa RV show. So, we've got the sticker. You guys can hang out. We'll get you some stuff. Okay, here we go. Not bands, it's banks. Not balls, not bangs. I love you guys. Always fun. Oh, I love it. So much fun. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about in our second half hour. It says, oh my gosh, I want a CG sticker. I know. And they're really cool. Really, really cool. I cannot wait to unveil this for 2025. But you guys, of course, will get the first ones. Right at the end of 2024, you'll get the new swag. So new t-shirts are out now, new hats. You've got a really cool jacket. Can't wait to wear this in Tampa this year. Not Fanks, not blanks. You guys are great. This is fun. All right, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Let's see who's going to win tonight. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Who could it possibly be? I don't know. I'm all excited. It's going to be Rayleigh Creative Travel. Oh, that's awesome. Talk about another full-timer. That is so cool. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. So much fun. Okay, here's the deal. First off, I hope y'all are having a great time. Haven't seen you in a while. It's been a while. We need to get together. So we are going to do, here's what you got to do. You got to email me, contact@charliegraceadventures.com. And I'll just do it like tonight. Just send me an email tonight. Give me a mailing address and we'll get that out to you so you can get some new stuff. Yay! Very cool. Very, very awesome. You guys know how I love giving away hats. Hats are like the one thing that it's one size fits all. So it's really nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, we are going to do some cool things tonight. We're going to start with one of my favorite games, but first we're going to go behind the scenes. Hold on. Okay, so here's the scoop, guys. We are very close to the end of the year. So many things are happening. We've got giveaways. We've got stuff. What I need you to understand is I am working so, so, so hard to get you the absolute best deals on any RV travel gear, memberships, anything like that. And I'm putting them in a very specific place. Now, I put them in my link tree. Now, as they come, I'll put them out there. Now, I will say this. Now, this is a long link, so I do apologize, guys. I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to put it out there so you guys all get this. I'm going to put it in Facebook and in YouTube. So you'll see this huge link right there. But let me share my screen. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So hold on 2 seconds. I got this. I got this. Here we go. All right. Now, take a look at this. Whoops. Where am I going? Here we go. Hit the wrong button. Okay, this is what my link tree looks like. Not with all the cool wavy stuff in the back, but all of those bars are discounts. And I mean good discounts. A couple of things I want to talk about tonight, just so you guys know, because the deals are going to end at the end of this year. So this is what I want you to know. Number one, Techno RV. I know we've talked about this a while ago on the Level Mate Max, not the Level Mate Pro. We're talking about the brand spanking new Level Mate Max. Got a coupon code MAX20. Got a link right there. You're going to get 20% off your total purchase with Techno RV, not just on the Level Mate Max, but on your total purchase. That's huge, guys. You need to do that. You're not going to find this deal as far as getting that Level Mate Max. This is the least expensive. I don't say cheapest, but this is the cheapest price you're going to get. Amazon can't even get this cheap. So go there, get this thing, get level for the year, get level for the beginning of the year, and get Level Mate Max. You're going to love it. Next thing, I've got my list of top 10 holiday gifts. Always fun. If you need some at the last minute, pretty cool. And we're happy to, of course, we've got our e-bike code, which is really nice. $300 off an e-bike. Got to use the coupon code, guys. Use the link in the link tree and then go there. It's going to help us out with our Smile Fund. I think we get, a couple bucks here or there. It's worth it. It's really nice. And then we just added, very excited here, we just added Freedom Van Go. Freedom Van Go is another great place. If you have van stuff, you need van parts, you need van accessories, you need someone to work specifically on a Wago Echo. They're really good at doing that. They're going to help me out doing some stuff on my van come this February or March, sometime this year, sometime next year. But they've got some really cool stuff there too. So I know Gracie's got a van. When you've got I've got a Ram. She's got a Ram. I've now got a Sprinter. All these kind of things. You start looking for everything from just window shades to tables to lagoon table mounts, things like that. Get a really, really good discount on them. And I love these guys. So we try to pay it forward. Small businesses help everybody else out too, which is cool. Got a few more things on the list, of course. I've got a little video. I've got a little thing on traveling with pets. If you do need an RV mattress, really good discount on that. And then my blog and some other things. If you're looking for a composting toilet, this is probably the only composting toilet that I like these days. So I have one. It works great. Pretty handy. But take a look at that link tree. If you have any comments or questions, please just message me, email me, but really want to get you guys the best discounts. And I'm going to keep that list going all year round because I'm going to talk to all of these people, all these vendors, especially when I'm in Tampa, to see if I can get you a discount. Okay. A lot of us need things mailed to our houses and we don't want to carry this stuff all around. So here we go. Yeah. Freedom Van Go is my go-to. Yeah. They're really good. Really, really cool. The Level Mate is cool. Messed with it for a bit. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Can you use Level Mate in a van? Absolutely. And actually, I've used it on my Ram. I've done it on the Sprinter, and I'm really thinking I need two because it's super handy. It's just really nice because I've gone a few places and I didn't think I needed it. And I'm pretty good at, I've never had a leveling system like an automatic leveler that comes down when you're RVing. So you sort of wiggle around till you know what you're going to do. This is one that I really like because I've gotten some boards, things I can move on. And I really like, Van Up Outfitters has what I call the tires that balloon up so you can level it a little better. Those are cool too. But it's just simple. It's really easy. Easy to put in, easy to put in your phone. Love it, love it, love it. Gracie says that 12-volt blanket looks nice. Yeah, I know. There's some things on my list that are pretty basic ideas that are really safe and super good for gifts. They're really nice. You got to have them. I like to make sure those 12-volt blankets are in all my kids' cars for safety reasons. Right now with the snow and the cold weather and things like that, you break down. Really handy to have. But I also learned that lesson in Tampa last year because it was really cold in my van and I needed that 12-volt blanket. It made a huge difference. It really did. Oh my goodness. Okay. So just wanted to break that out because I wanted you guys to have it. That's really important. And we got a few more things to talk about before we end our show today. But I think you guys wanted to play a game. Someone told me you wanted. You know, I know how you love to play this or that. We normally have a guest that helps us out. We're going to play this or that today, and we're going to find out what you guys like. This is a big deal. So here we go. I need to know, which would you choose? Cooking outside or inside of your RV? Are you a person who likes to have the campfire outside, or do you like to do everything inside, have it nice and prepped and all nice? And some people have really amazing inside cooking stuff. Other people are like, no, I want the mess outside. So let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm really curious. You guys tell me what you think, and we'll see where we go. So, okay, Gracie's like both. I get that. Jose, hey, Jose, good to see you. Oh my gosh, haven't you having a great night? You like cooking outside? Very, very nice. Stanley's inside. Columbus Mark is inside. Let's see. Deborah's like both, and Tim's like both, depending on the weather. So I'm more like depending upon the predator. So if I have bears, it's a problem. I don't like to make a huge mess outside. I'll keep it inside, but still it's a thing. Amanda's like both. Understood. Very cool. All right, let's try another one, guys. Are you ready? Let's see. What's the next one we're going to do? Let's find something really fun. Cooking under a roof, under an umbrella during a thunderstorm. Okay, now you're just taking it over the edge. Now you're just going to another level. Good grief. I love this. Deborah's like, I like restaurant cooking. So do I. So do I. I think we'll do well. Deborah and I is gonna caravan somewhere. We'll do fine. Okay. We're talking snacks now, guys. I do love a good snack. Are you a sweet or a salty snack? That's what we need. That's what inquiring minds want to know. All right, guys, ready? Which one? This or that. Which one? Sweet or salty? Inquiring minds want to know. Let's see. Ooh, we're back. Okay, wait. Raleigh says, wait. Sweet all day long. Yeah, I am a sweet person. Sweet. See, salty, understand. Salty, both. I like them both. I go from salty to sweet, sweet to salty. I like them at the same time. Like chocolate covered pretzels. Yeah. Chocolate covered potato chips. If you haven't tried them, Jose, you got to try those. They're so good. Buc-ee's, anything stacked. Oh, I do love me some Buc-ee's. We can't start that whole conversation. We'll be talking Buc-ee's all night. It'll be bad. Both together. See, I'm with you on that one. And Deborah's like, sweet. Yeah. Sweet. See, these are things. This is what inquiring minds want to know. Wait, chocolate covered popcorn is the best. Oh, ooh, that does sound good. I like that idea. Buc-ee's, yes, always needs it. poor Dave has not been to a Buc-ee's. We're gonna have to get him to a Buc-ee's sometime. Here we go. La Rosa and Brenda, hey, sweet and salty. I do like me some sweet and salty. I'm telling you, it's a thing. It is definitely a thing. All right, let's see what else we got here, guys. Let's do another this or that. What could it possibly be? Let's think of the next one. Oh, this is a good one for right now. You ready? Which would you like to do? Online shopping or mall shopping? I just like the song. It just makes me feel like I'm in a 70s game show. Sort of funny. Okay, so which one do you like? Online shopping or mall shopping? I will say this. I've been doing a lot of online shopping, but I still like going, like walking around looking at stuff. It's a weird thing. I literally today, I kid you not, we were at a Dick's Sporting Goods store, and the walls of colorful tumblers was insane. I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of, there's a Stanley Cup thing, there's the Yeti thing, there's just walls and walls of these things. I was like, who's going to buy all these? I don't know. I don't know how that goes. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, Jose says online. Gracie says online. Mark says online. Amanda's online. Thrifty's online. Jai's online. Everybody's online. Yeah, I get it. Mall shopping, searching for future wife that buys too much stuff. Just stay by the makeup counter. You'll be fine. I don't really, dude, girls are so expensive. What are you even thinking? Just stick with the dog. Stick with Duke. He's fine. Trust me. Even Duke could be expensive too. I love this. It's nice to walk around when you don't have, and you don't find anything, but then you're on a mission. See, that's the thing. Like when you're looking for that one thing, it's really hard. Remember back in the day when no one gave you a shopping list of Christmas gifts and you had to think and go, I think this person will like that. It's really hard to people aren't used to that now. Now people give like Amazon wish lists. What's the point of that? I want to find something a little quirky that's really interesting. Great example. I was given some 1818 Farms wedding cake hand lotion. It's a big thing, hand lotion, but it's really cool. And I always, people know I like sweets. It's a great hand lotion too. So someone thought of me. I love that. Very cool. Okay. Green sleeves saying hi. Hey, well, there you go. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate that. Tim, less is more. That's right. Less is more. This is great. All right, let's do another one. Let's do another one. This could get controversial. And I see people get very upset about this in restaurant. Here we go. Ice or no ice in your drink, especially in the wintertime. What do you think? Okay, now I will say this right now. There are certain people out there, when I get sweet tea, I do like light ice. If it's really hot, it's going to melt it anyways. And I'm not a big ice person. I have sensitive tea, things like that. A lot of people are like, and if I drink ice in a cup, I have like a drinking problem because it just goes all over me. Because I'll try to tilt it up. You're not supposed to use a straw these days. It's, whatever. Lip wrinkles, who knows what. I'm just saying. So I'm trying to drink and it just goes all over me. So I tend to do light ice or no ice. That's my rationale behind that, at least. So there we go. Let's see what we got here. Ice. Here we go. Ice, but not too much. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Coffee. We're not talking coffee, but we could talk iced coffee. That's a good one. Amanda says ice. Columbus Park says doesn't matter. You can go either way. Love this one. Definitely ice, but not a ton. Yeah, and some people like the type of ice. It's like some people like the Sonic ice, like the little ice. If I do ice, I like a really big cube of ice, so I know it's one cube and it's not going to water down my drink. And I know it looks like I'm having a alcoholic drink, but I'm not. But I like big cube ice. Deborah's like, ice, baby. That's right. Ice and hard liquor. See, that brown liquor gets you every time. La Rosa and Brenda say ice. People have major ice makers in their RVs these days, and I'm always shocked. I bring like a silicone ice cube thing for really big, like I said, really big ice cubes. That's what I use when I go. Minimal ice in a cold drink. There we go. Raleigh's like, no ice. There you go. Sweet tea is the only drink where I fill my cup up with ice. See if it's hot. That makes sense, right? It just melts a little bit. It's a thing. It's a thing. Wait, sweet tea without ice sounds weird. I know. Well, sometimes it's chilled. So like you make it one day and you have it the next. So it's a little different. If you don't, it depends on how that works. Gracie says, yes, please, Tim. I could use a drink now, right now. Thank you. See, there you go. Tim, you're slacking. Old fashioned coming up. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. The reason we bought the RV was because there's an ice maker. See, isn't that amazing how like little things like that? I know people who buy an RV because of an ice maker, because of a clothes wash machine, and because of a dishwasher. I think Amanda wants a dishwasher, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. That's how people get new RVs for one little thing. It's amazing. Wait, you don't have those special ice cube maker thingies? No, I just use the silicone things and do it that way. I actually have a silicone mold of a Death Star from Star Wars, which is pretty cool. So if you're gonna go, might as well go complete nerd, right? I didn't know I needed an ice maker until I got one in my RV. When you don't have, it sounds weird. I mean, if you're used to ice and you start RVing, it's a thing. Fountain soda, I don't get ice. Okay, see, that makes sense. It makes sense a lot. I love that. See, the more you know about other people. I love this. Okay. All right. Do we have another one? I think we're done with this or that, but that was really fun, guys. Thanks for playing along with me. I love these games. Always a good time. Once again, I know here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Little shiny there because it's still in the thing, but this is the new sticker. It's the new logo. Very excited. It says, let's go. We're going to talk about let's go this year. A lot of things. Because that's the whole idea. Get out there. Go do things. We're going to have hats and t-shirts and things. They're going to be in the spread shop pretty soon. And we'll give you the link to all that stuff, which is nice. So if you want to come to one of the meetups this year and break out your Charlie Gray swag, we're going to have all that ready for you. Very, very, very cool. All right. Love the new logo. Oh, thanks. We appreciate that. This was a labor of love. This took a lot of work and worked with some people, got some ideas, had to do the whole color thing. The joke was, my orange color hair doesn't always have to be the focus, but it's sort of cool. Let's see. It looks great. Oh, thank you guys. Jose's like, yes, nice new sticker logo. I know. Gotta do it. If Madonna can rebrand every year, why can't Charlie Grace? Why not? Really cool. Broken Nomad's like, send more hats. Oh my gosh. Do you need another hat, dude? We will hook you up. We'll figure it out. I have an ice maker in my RV. when I do want one. Yeah, well, it's handy. They're really, really handy. They are really, really nice. It's just not my deal. I don't have a lot of counter space. So, got to pick and choose and see what I want to do here. All right, let's see. I think it's time to talk just a little bit about. All right, my Winnebago Echo, I got to tell you right now, is Christmas up the wazoo right now in the Echo. There's tinsel, there's a tree, there's a 3D printed tree. There's lots of really cool things going on in the Echo, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Next week, we're probably going to do a live from the Echo. We're going to do a couple Christmas live streams. We're going to do some trivia, which will be fun. And gosh, it's hard to imagine. Is it next week? It's going to be the 23rd. So fast. So we're going to do some fun holiday things, and then the last Monday of the month, we will do a review of the entire year. And this is fun because I'm going to be doing lots of giveaways and just, talking about what's coming up, but just essentially just show my gratitude for all y'all and thanking you for all the cool stuff we've done this year. So I have, as you can see, this big e-bike behind me, this electric e-bike, and I just received a really big package with lots of accessories. So sometimes people get e-bikes and like, but where am I going to put my cell phone, or how am I going to carry my dog, or things like that? And I've got an answer for you. I've got a box full of stuff that you're going to want to know about from a company that's going to give you a really cool discount. Really excited. And we'll get that going for you in January. So hopefully we'll have all that running, and we'll go from there. So tonight, I want to thank everybody here, and we'll go from here we go. I kind of like the minimalist non-paint job on the Echo. I do too. It's really cool. Broken Nomad says we need sparkles on the Echo. No glitter. I'm sorry. I'm refusing any gift that comes with glitter that goes in the Echo. I won't even take my glitter Crocs. It's not happening. So nah, they got to stay outside. Not doing it. Here we go. It's a Sparko. A Sparko. Yeah, it's a Sparko. It's like that. Yep. Yeah, where to put Jaka. It's a thing. I mean, you start looking at these bigger rigs and smaller rigs even, trying to figure out where to put pets, and especially when it comes to like e-bikes. If you have a dog and you want to take a ride, does that mean you got to leave your dog back at the rig and take a ride, or can you take your dog with you? I've been adding this whole thing, trying to figure it out. So there are a couple companies I'm working with for bigger dogs like Jacques and Rosie, because they do become senior dogs, and you still want to go do things, but you don't always want to leave them behind. So, and if you go to RV shows, and a lot of RV shows, they will not let you in with a dog on a leash. They want that dog contained, such as in a stroller or something like that, because, accidents happen, things like that. There's a lot of stuff going on. The last Hershey RV show, I saw more strollers without babies, but with dogs, that I have in my entire life. It was intense. So just be aware, get ready for the strollers with dogs. It's happening. All right, Broken Nemesis packages are arriving shortly. Ooh, very exciting. Lots of cool things. I would need a dog trailer, but that would take up a lot of space. Well, I get it. Totally get it. And we're going to have to come up with an idea, because you and I, we have very small rigs, and we'll have to figure something out. Gracie, he'd have his own side of the bed theoretically. Oh, yeah. Oh, geez, absolutely. Johnny said, I used to have my dog behind my bicycle many moons ago when I was in college. Aw, see? You guys get it. I really can't go anywhere without Rosie. I think, she's my partner in crime. She's waking up. We're in trouble now. Okay. Johnny said, or Broken Nomad said, just get a second RV for all the doggy supplies. Yeah, I know. I'm actually going to be trying to do giveaways of different things. I do a lot of talks on traveling with pets and RVing with dogs. And one of the things that I give away on every single talk that I give away dog poop bags, which I found to be the most practical thing you could ever give. And everyone needs them. Everybody looks for them. Everybody uses them. There you go. Before we go tonight, I have one more thing to tell you. Just one. It's really big news. Very exciting. Have you ever heard of Adventure Genie? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Let's give you guys a scoop. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're just going to go there, because I am, you guys know me. If I can do this right, if I can spell things right, hold on. We are going to do really cool things with Adventure Genie next year. And it's time. It's time to talk about this. I'm going to do a nice, big what I call discount, which will be cool. And then I'm also going to do a tutorial about how to do this, but I will be putting this up on my links, on my link tree very, very, very soon. Right now, if you use my link, you're going to actually get more than the 40% off the pro plan, which is amazing. This is one of those trip places or trip sites where it does effortless trip planning. It's AI. It's fantastic. And they have a basic plan when you can just start and play around with it. And they got a pro plan, that costs a little more. I think it's worth it. I've used this. You can share your trip. You can choose all the places to stay. You can pick the things you want to do. And I think that's the hardest part is sometimes you get there and you don't know, what do I do in that area? This is one of the coolest tools I've seen around. So Adventure Genie, I'll be doing a little thing on next week. I'm so excited. And we'll give you guys the best discount. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. So if you're thinking about trying it, I'll get the code out there and let you guys have it because I've talked to them quite a few times and they are really, really looking to work with a lot of smaller RVers, meaning people who are like C's and B's. So we want to make sure that we can, do the things that you guys are looking for. And I'm tickle pink about this. Oh gosh, here we go. Question. How is it better, different than other trip planners out there? Well, other than the price, that's one. And two, the AI gives you so much more information. Or you can talk about what you want instead of saying, I'll give an example. I need to go from Nashville, Tennessee to Miami, Florida. I want to stop every 2 hours. I want to find a dog park. I need to get a burger. And oh, by the way, there needs to be a shoe store on my second visit. Just random things. Or I want to stop at Cracker Barrel's on my third visit, something like that. It will plot all that out for you. It's really amazing. The way I travel, the way you guys probably travel, if you like to boondock a lot, finding BLM land too is on there. Really cool stuff. So of course they have all the typical campgrounds and things like that, but all that other stuff that we're all looking for, it's in there. And that's why it's really cool. So I think it's going to be a really neat thing. So, can you put your ring size and weight in the adventure? No, just your rig. Not your ring, not ring size. What am I thinking? Oh, gee, Johnny. Can you put your ring size? Yes, you can. All that stuff, all the typical stuff you can do. Yes, that you need. Avoid ferries, avoid toll roads. All the things that other ones will let you do too. This one just has more, and the more makes it all the more worth it. So there's a learning curve. Not gonna lie. There was a learning curve when I did the road tripper wizard thing too a long time ago. And I finally got that one mastered. But now doing this, I'm not going back. This is what we're going to use because it's just totally worth it. Yeah, it sounds really interesting. I know. Yeah, just put a ring on it. I love it. Charlie, what's on your mind, my friend? I don't know. What was I thinking? Oh. No, it's funny. It's funny. What's going on behind the scenes with Charlie Grace? I know. Nothing. Absolutely nothing, guys. Stickers, hats, shirts, stuff like that. And getting ready for 2025. Okay. Everybody have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to have fun next Monday as well. And, just remember, every day's an adventure. And here's my new one. Ready? Let's go.